Hi Mike, this is a very quick overview of how my pumping system works. I can send you a much more detailed version later if you like. I made a complete new control box because it was easier than trying to modify the one you had. A spring on the cutting frame with a little bracket that fits into that hole that's on the side. I had to use the cutting frame upside down because it works better in the slide, and also motors run in the opposite direction in Australia. Another swivel frame to hold a rubber on the sides, and then a new rosette that I made that has 32 phasing holes in it, and it has a backing plate behind it so there's a pin goes through to locate it. And that in turn, that second plate there in turn attaches to one of your little tiny spaces with a pin through that. And then as you actually turn, you can either rock by itself, you can pump by itself, or you can rock and pump simultaneously. Here I'm lining up center height. You'll notice I used a different collar on the bottom there, but I've since actually turned back to using your collar again with a bit more adjustment in it. So your collar worked fine, I just didn't think it was going to start with. Once I've got the center set up, I can make my first cuts. And then I made adjustments here using the digital calipers, but in fact I've changed that sense, and here I'm changing the pin, but I now use rulers. I've got rulers on the system instead. They're just easy to make quick changes. Now here you can see I adjust it by the phasing of one hole or 90 degrees of one repetition. Lock it in and make my second cut. And you see here, as I've extended out, I just simply, between each row of cuts, I simply change the phase, change the offset again, and make the next row. And as you go out further, the pattern starts to become more evident. And I just keep going all the way now until I get out to the size, and because I'm actually extending and doing my offsets over a 4-inch area with a rosette of 8 hills and valleys, then there are actually 32 facets, if you like, around it. And then I've made a box out of it. As I said, if you like a more detailed edition of how the pumping works, I can make a more detailed version for you. Okay, hope you enjoy it, Mike.